Top conversation tips for family gatherings. Number one, if somebody brings up something you don't want to talk about, like politics or a sore subject, rather than taking the bait and creating an argument, you're going to lightheartedly respond, I'd rather talk about you, or I'd rather hear about you. Number two, if you're not sure what to talk about or the conversation stalls, go to a memory. Share that favorite memory of you when you were a kid that makes you laugh, or ask somebody else to share their favorite memory. And number three, if you have to be around someone you don't like, act like they do. Treat them like they like you.
Welcome back, our spring refresh show. We've revamped our home, interior decor with plants, and now let's talk about refreshing our relationships. Our next guest, Texas lawyer Jefferson Fisher, has amassed millions on followers on social media with his tips on how to improve the way we communicate with each other. Take a look at another moment.
How to gracefully exit a conversation. Number one, when you're ready to go, begin your sentence with past tense. Like, it was good to see you, or it's been great catching up. Number two, while they are responding in kind, like, yeah, it's been great to see you too, you are going to open up your body language. So you, instead of facing your shoulders towards them, you're going to turn and open them up to wherever you're wanting to go. So number three, it's time to transition out. The most common way to do that is to tell them where you're going. Don't overthink it.
The Next Conversation, Argue Less, Talk More, which is out now. He's helping people do just that. Please welcome back to the show, Jefferson Fisher.
Thank you very much.
I love it. So the last time you were on, we were talking about the Next Conversation, Argue Less, Talk More.
That's right.
This time of the year, we start going outside. You start socializing more. There will be weddings. There will be parties and invitations and bridal showers and all baby showers.
Yes.
And then you're going to find yourself in conversations.
That's exactly
that
right.
That might be a little tricky.
Right. Yeah, and anytime you're going into that conversation where you're not really sure what you want, maybe sometimes it's you need to say no.
Yeah.
And that's some of the truth. You need to say no. Here's the tip. Instead of saying, I'd love to, but I can't, the gratitude, but you can't, flip it. Say, I can't, I hope it's a great time. So when you flip it, they won't take it defensively.
So you think part of the refresh of communication is sometimes declining invitations?
Sometimes, because sometimes it's part of just freshening your own life. You got to clean out what's old and take in the new.
I love that. So that's food for thought.
Yeah.
You talk about how to stop using the word like, what to do when you cry in an argument, and how to sound more assertive. Those are some of the things you talk about. I love that you discuss how to give better compliments.
Yes.
Take a listen.
How to give better compliments. Number one, be specific. It's not, you look great, or good job. Tell them why. Why do they look great? Why did they do a good job? Number two, compliment their process, not the product. And number three, speak to their impact on other people. When you can say how they made other people feel, even if it's just yourself, to say, man, when you did that, it made me feel so good today.
I like that.
Thank you.
Why do we struggle in that area, you think?
Because we feel like what we say doesn't have enough impact sometimes, that we feel like we just want to say, that was, you did a good job, or that was great. But when you're specific, it means a whole lot more. Or if I use something that I know is a skill, if I said, Tamron, you know what, I just need your creativity right now. You're going to all of a sudden feel very creative when you talk to me.
I'll feel a value to you.
You got it.
I like that. So, okay, you also talk about in the book, The Next Conversation, rather than what to communicate, it's about how to communicate. What does that mean?
Yes, it's all about the quote of people won't remember what you say, but they'll remember how you made them feel. So a lot of the times it's you want to stay controlled in that conversation. That's what we talk about in the book.
Yeah, you also you say things with control, say it with confidence, say it to connect.
Yes. Anytime you're going into a confrontation or a difficult communication that you're about to have, anytime you can take a breath and slow your words down, you're going to sound a lot more controlled than somebody who's erratic and really emotional.
You are very clear. You're not a dating expert. You're not a dating guru, but you say people are out this time of the year. You're going to start going to parties, and you might run into people that you find attractive and that you want to get to know. What is your advice for small talk, for example?
You got it. What you want to do is make sure that you ask one question. So often what we want to do is want to relate to somebody by telling them a similar experience. So if you just said, well, I just went skydiving. I said, oh, that's great. I've gone twice, you know? And I start talking about myself. Instead, at least just ask one question. That question you could ask is, what was your favorite part? when you ask what your favorite part is, they'll start telling a story and make them feel a lot more valued.
Okay, do you know you've just given a lot of people smooth moves right now?
There we go.
So ask them the question and then the follow-up.
You got it. Yeah, absolutely. And it works a lot better when you talk about things you're looking forward to rather than things in the past. If you only talk about the past, they'll only use one-word answers, like it was good, it was okay. So they don't feel like the past was all that exciting.
Right.
But you say what you're looking forward to or excited about, they'll give you a lot more.
I love this. You're the best at this. Listen, Jefferson's book is, I'm telling you, transformational. It is called The Next Conversation, Argue Less, Talk More. It is wherever books are sold. And guess what? You're all going home with